The following is a production of the Averett Sports Network. The following is a production of the Averett Sports Network. The following is a production of the Averett Sports Network.
And welcome to Owen Fulton Field today at the Averett University's North Campus for today's baseball game, as we've got the Brevard College Tornadoes in town taking on your Averett University Cougars. I'll be your host today, Joseph Swanson, bringing you coverage of today's doubleheader. At this time, let's meet the starting lineups for today's game. First for the Tornadoes, visitors on the scoreboard coming in at 0-2 on the day. Leading off will be the shortstop number 2, Jason Jucker, followed by the left fielder number 7, Zach Allison. In the 3 hole will be the first baseman number 23, J.J. Wilkes. In the cleanup spot, the catcher number 14, Brett Burchett. Batting 5th, the third baseman number 22, Holden Lanier. Batting 6th, the right fielder number 11, Christian Easel. Batting 7th, the designated hitter number 15, Logan Clark. Batting 8th, the second baseman wearing number 46 today is Noah Harris. Batting 9th, the center fielder number 9, Jack Atkinson. And on the mound for the Tornadoes, number 8, Matthew Scavoto. And shifting lineups now, as you can see the coaches meeting at home plate. We're going to have national anthem here in a moment as the Cougars are getting ready to take the field. But let's meet the starting lineup for the Cougars. Leading off be the center fielder number 9, Nolan McCabe. Batting second, the shortstop number 3, Nate Tuck. Followed by the second baseman number 3, Brandon Hatcher. In the cleanup spot will be the catcher number 27, Kyle Wilson. He'll be followed up by the freshman third baseman number 18, Ryan Scheider. Followed by another freshman getting the start today, his first collegiate start, designated hitter number 23, Zeljan Jackson. In the 7th hole will be the first baseman number 38, Avery Spicer. He'll be followed up by the senior right fielder number 6, Andrew Lancaster. Followed by another senior in left field number 12, Nick Winston. And on the mound for the Cougars today, number 33, the sophomore, Tyler Knuckles. As you can see over to our, just off to the far right of our camera here, Cougars are just meeting up, getting ready to take the field as the coaches are meeting. But let's go over a little bit of stats today. Cougars come in 0-1 on the year. Dropped a tight one in against University of Lynchburg to open the season, 11-9. But Tornadoes on the other end, 0-2 on the year. Fell to Maryville in a doubleheader to open the year. So both teams looking for their first win on the season. Young Cougars team taking the lineup today, as we've got, I believe, 3 sophomores and 2 freshmen in the lineup. So Coach Fleming opting to go with a little bit of youth today. A couple seniors at the end of the lineup. So look for a little punch out of the 8 and 9 spot. Guys that have played quite a few innings in their careers here. As I believe the umpires and coaches are still talking about boundaries out here, out of play, in play. As you can see the flag blowing out to left field. Back windscreen still down currently. Cloudy, 46 degrees today. Wind blowing 8 miles an hour southwest. Owen Fulton Field, a tough place to put one out of, though. So as Coach Fleming walks back to the dugout, it looks like the Cougars are going to take the field. We'll take a brief break, and when we come back, we'll have first pitch here from Owen Fulton Field. Hey, welcome back. As you can see, the sophomore Tyler Knuckles finishing up his warm-up pitches as Wilson will throw this one down. That's going to get us to the first batter of the game as the shortstop number 2, Jason Jucker, is going to step to the plate. Jucker, a junior out of Altamont Springs, Florida, 5'10", 165. He'll face Knuckles. Knuckles 0-5 on the year last year with a 7.31 ERA, but was the Cougars' ace towards the end of the year, as we'll have first pitch here. First pitch from Knuckles, swung on, popped up in the infield, called off by Hatcher at second, and he'll record the first out here. Quick one pitch, one out here for Knuckles, as that will bring up the left fielder number 7, Zach Allison. Allison, a sophomore out of Hendersonville, North Carolina, 5'10", 150. He'll step in to face Knuckles now. Knuckles' first pitch, called strike, outside corner. Very effective first start here for Knuckles. 2 pitches, 2 strikes, 1 out. As that one's going to be hit through the gap. Good job there by Scheider, as his throw will be errant. That will get by. Scoots down the first baseline, and Allison will pull into second. Reaching on the throw-in error by the third baseman.
Now batting, number 23, first baseman, J.J. Wilkes.
As that will bring up the first baseman, number 23, J.J. Wilkes. Wilkes, senior, out of Charlotte, North Carolina, 6'3", 150. Right-handed batter. Tornadoes with a runner on second here. Big lead out there at second for Allison. Held on by Hatcher. Breaking ball just off the inside corner for a ball. Looked like it might have come back and nipped the corner, but home plate umpire calling it off. Second pitch hit out to shortstop, fielded by Tuck. He'll fire across the diamond. Be pulled in by Spicer, but Allison will move up 90 feet to third base now with 2 outs.
Now batting, number 14, catcher, Brett Burchett.
As that will bring up the cleanup hitter, catcher number 14, Brett Burchett. Burchett, a junior out of Mooresville, North Carolina, 6'195". Hit .313 last year. 1 home run. 3 runs batted in. As he'll take the first pitch for a ball. Knuckles 2 outs now. 1 ball. 1-0 count here. Trying to get out of the inning. As that will be high. Count now 2-0. Cougars looking to get out of this first inning unscathed. As that will be in the dirt, taken low for another ball. Count now 3-0. As that will be taken high for a ball. That will put runners on the corner now. As the third baseman, number 22, Holden Lanier, will step in. Lanier, a senior out of Lexington, North Carolina, 6'2", 210. Looking to put the Tornadoes up here in the top of the first. Knuckles. Look like a changeup. Call strike on the inside corner. Good pitch command there from the sophomore. His 0-1 delivery will be hit down the third baseline. Great job by Schreider. As he'll fire on to first, they'll be scooped out by Spicer. Great play over there by the freshman on the corner. As that will end the top of the first inning here. Score remains 0-0 when we come back. It'll be McCabe, Tuck, and Hatcher due up for the And welcome back as we head to the bottom of the first inning. It will be Matthew Scavoto taking the mound here for the Cougars. Scavoto, a junior left-hander out of Charlotte, North Carolina, 6'2", 180 pounds. Size and does have the left arm ability here. 0-1 on the year last year in 6 appearances, 3.07 earned run average. 15 hits in 14 2/3 innings. Does strike out a lot of guys, though, as he's got 14 Ks and 14 innings of work. So, punting a batted average of 278 as he finishes his warm-up pitches here.
And leading off the bottom of the first
As that will bring up the sophomore, number 9, Nolan McCabe. McCabe out of Midlothian, Virginia, 6'2", 160. Does possess that attribute you want at the top of the lineup. Very athletic, fast guy. Center fielder made a nice catch back in the season opener at Lynchburg in I believe it was the top of the second, bottom of the second inning to end the inning, as he ran down a ball probably over around the scoreboard at Lynchburg. As he'll step in. First pitch here from Scavoto, taken for a call strike. Top of top of the zone on the outside corner there. That will be a strike as well down the middle. 0-2 now here from McCabe. For the Tornadoes around the horn, it'll be Lanier at third, Jucker at short, Harris at second, and Wilkes at first. And Burchett behind the plate. As that will just miss off the outside corner. Excellent two-strike pitch, though, from Scavoto. One-two offering. Curveball fouled back. Good job hanging tough there by McCabe. He'll be followed up by Tuck. One-two offering here. Curveball misses high outside. 2-2 now. Two-two offering now. Curveball taken high in the zone. Scavoto worked with the fastball exclusively the first few pitches, but now has gone back to the curveball, trying to retire McCabe. 3-2 count now. McCabe's battled back. 3-2 offering, fouled back. Good job there by the sophomore, McCabe. McCabe, 8 starts as a freshman in a short season. 3-2 offering here. Swung on by McCabe. That's going to be hit out to left field. Allison gives chase. Great catch there by Allison, as that looked like it had eaten him up at the first part of it, but kind of a Willie Mays grab out there in left center. Got to applaud the effort there by the sophomore.
Number 3, shortstop, Nate Tuck.
As that's going to bring up the shortstop, number 3, Nate Tuck. Tuck, a junior out of Chester, Virginia, 5'11", 145. 8 starts on the year last year. Finished the year hitting .290. As he'll step in to face Scavoto. Curveball called for a strike, outside corner. Oh, 1 offering here. Fastball fouled off. Tuck down now, 0-2. After Tuck, he'll be the second baseman, number 2, Brandon Hatcher. Hatcher, excellent opening day, 4 of 5 on the day. One double and 2 RBIs. The 0-2 offering here to Tuck. Be swung on. Hit out to center field. Called off by Atkinson. And he'll pull that in for the second out.
Coming to bat, number 2, second baseman, Brandon Hatcher.
As that will give way for the second baseman, Brandon Hatcher. Hatcher, a junior out of Prince George, Virginia, 6 foot, 185. Started his career as a third baseman for the Cougars. Slid over to second last year. Gets the start today at second. As I mentioned, 4 of 5 on the opening day. 1 double, 2 RBIs. As the first pitch here from Scavoto will be called for a ball on the outside corner. As that'll be hit out to second, pulled in by Harris. He'll fire across to first. And the Cougars will go down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first inning.
No runs, no hits for the Cougars.
When we return, it will be Easel, Clark, and Harris due up for the Tornadoes. And welcome back as we head to the top of the second inning. He'll be the right fielder number 11, Christian Easel. Easel, a senior out of Monroe, North Carolina, 5'10", 190. Started 12 games last year for the Tornadoes, hitting 245 as he'll face Knuckles. First pitch from Knuckles, call for a strike outside corner. Both pitchers looking to get ahead here in this one. Oh, 1 offering. Breaking ball, misses high. Looked like a slider, a little harder break than a curveball. As that's going to miss outside. Count now 2-1 to Easel. Clark due up next for the Tornadoes. And that's going to be swung on and missed for strike 2. That's going to be swung on, hit out to center. McCabe will give chase as he'll pull that in on the run for the first out here in the top of the second inning.
Under the bat, number 15, the designated hitter, Logan Clark.
As that will bring up the designated hitter number 15, Logan Clark. Clark, freshman out of St. Petersburg, Florida, 6'1", 165 pounds, as he'll step in to face Knuckles. Ball carried a little bit there off the bat of Easel, as it looked like McCabe quickly had, as that one gets in for a call strike outside corner. Looked like he'd read it off the bat that it wasn't going to be as deep, but quickly had to turn around. But McCabe with excellent speed out there as he was able to pull that in. 0-1 offering, swung on and missed for strike 2. Count now 0-2. See if Knuckles elects to go after Clark here, or try to get Clark chasing. 0-2 offering. Slider swung on for strike 3. That'll be the second out now in the inning. He'll bring up the second baseman, number 46, Noah Harris. Harris wearing 46 today. Great pitch there from Knuckles. Looked like a slider. A little high outside, but got Clark to chase. First pitch, called strike low outside corner. Knuckles has been effective getting that first pitch strike in. That's going to be hit out to short. Fielded by Tuck. He'll fire across. Pulled in by Spicer, and the Tornadoes will go up 1-2-3. Or go down 1-2-3, in the top of the second inning. When we come back, it'll be Wilson, Schreider, and Jackson due up for the Cougars. And welcome back as we head to the bottom of the second inning. He'll be the sophomore catcher, number 27, Kyle Wilson, due up for the Cougars. Wilson finished the year hitting 200 last year, 14 starts and 14 games played, 8 hits and 40 at-bats, 3 RBIs. Came on strong at the end of the year. Excellent catcher behind the plate as he'll step in to face Scavoto. Breaking ball called strike. Oh, 1 offering here to Wilson. Curveball swung on, hit out to left field. Allison will fade back and pull that in for the first out.
Now batting, number 18, third baseman.
Kind of fooled Allison a little bit off the bat as he thought it was in, but had to readjust, take 4 or 5 steps back, but pulled that one in. As that will bring up now the freshman third baseman, number 18, Ryan Schreider. Was busy first inning. Schreider, excellent debut for the Cougars at Lynchburg. 2 for 4 on the day. 2 runs scored. As he'll put a charge into this one out to center field, as that will be pulled in for Atkinson for the second out.
Stepping to the plate, number 23, designated hitter, Zeldin Jackson.
As this will give way now for the designated hitter on the day, number 23, Zeldin Jackson. Zeldin getting his first start. Freshman out of Glen Allen, Virginia, 6 foot 210. Left-handed bat for the Cougars. He'll step in to face the lefty. That'll be swung on, chopped down the third baseline. Fielded by Lanier. He'll fire onto first, but Jackson with excellent speed will beat that out for an infield single.
Now batting, number 38, first baseman, Avery Spicer.
As the first baseman, number 38, Avery Spicer will check in. Junior out of Glen Allen, Virginia, 6'4", 190. Same high school as Jackson, as he'll take that for a ball low in the dirt. Spicer came to Averett as a pitcher. Switched to a two-way last year, got the opening day start at Guilford at third base. Moved back towards a closing role towards the middle part of last season, as that'll be a pickoff attempt over there to first on Jackson, but back in plenty of time. Getting the start today at first base. A lot of two-way players on this Cougars staff. Scavoto winds and delivers. Fouled back out of play. Count now 1-1. See now with 2 outs if Coach Fleming elects to put Jackson in motion here. Maybe put a little pressure on the Tornadoes defense here. Spicer can put one in play. Jackson with good speed. That'll be fouled back towards the backstop. Count now 1-2. Jackson holding steady over there at first base. Medium lead. 1-2 offering here to Spicer. 2 outs now in the bottom of the second inning. Fastball low in the dirt. Count now even 2-2. Jackson a little bigger lead over now at first base. Takes off for second. That's going to be swung on by Spicer out to shortstop. Fielded by Jucker. He'll fire across the diamond to get Spicer. Great play there by Jucker. Not an easy play to do as Jackson took off to second, but second baseman Harris covered that. But Tornadoes able to get out of the bottom of the second inning. We head to the top of the third and we return. Score still 0-0 from Owen Fulton Field. And welcome back, as it will be the 9-hitter for the Tornadoes. Coming up now, the center fielder, number 9, Jack Atkinson. He'll face Knuckles. Atkinson, a junior out of Piedmont, South Carolina, 6'1", 165. Finished the year hitting .300 last year. 6 hits and 20 plate appearances, 9 starts, as he'll lay down a bunt. I'm going to say it's a foul ball. Like it might have hit Atkinson on his way out of the box, but of course both feet still in. Dead ball. Count now 0-1. See if Knuckles elects to go with a off-speed or a breaking pitch here. He misses, though, with a fastball high inside. Atkinson laying down, squaring around first pitch to bunt. Didn't know if they try to keep him off balance. 1-1 delivery here. Misses low for a ball. Two-one offering here from Knuckles. Wind blowing a little harder out now to left field. As that will miss for a ball high as well. Count now 3-1. 3-1 offering. Taken low in the dirt for ball 4. And that will bring us back to the top of the order as the shortstop number 2, Jackson Jucker, will step in. Jucker popped out to second base to open the game. He'll step in to face Knuckles for the second time now. Just one pitch in his first at bat. As Atkinson leads off. As that will miss for a ball, and it will go down as a stolen base. Pitch a little low. Not a whole lot Wilson could do with that one, as Jucker does run well. Atkinson does run well. 2 stolen bases last year. As that's going to be hit out to a line drive to left field, but pulled in by Winston. He'll fire into second. Almost had a chance to get Atkinson there for the pickoff, but bang, bang play as Hatcher did everything he could to try to scoop that out.
Number 7, left fielder, Zach Allison.
As that will bring up the left fielder, number 7, Zach Allison. Allison reached on a throwing error by the third baseman back in the first inning. Tornadoes runner on second, but great pitch there by Knuckles as he's going to get Allison to pop up to Hatcher. 2 outs now.
Now batting number 23, first baseman, J.J. Wilkes.
That will give way now for the first baseman, number 23, J.J. Wilkes. Wilkes grounded out your shortstop back in the top of the first inning. It was a pitcher. That's the play you want right there. One pitch, pop out. 2 outs now. See how they elect to pitch to Wilkes. Breaking ball called for a strike. Electing to go to the breaking stuff early against Wilkes. See if he sticks with the curveball or tries to go inside fast here. Wilson setting up outside. Atkinson takes off for third. No throw from Wilson, though, as that will go down as another stolen base there by Atkinson. Was a called strike, though, it looks like. Count now 0-2. Looked like Wilson had a chance to fire down to third, but lost his grip of the ball as that'll be taken for a ball in the dirt. Good 2-strike pitch there by Knuckles, looking to get Wilkes chasing. But excellent jump there at second base for Atkinson as he was able to take off on the pitch. Read that well. Count now 1-2. Atkinson creeps down the line. That's going to be fouled back out of play. Count still 1-2. Looked like a rising fastball there from Knuckles, trying to get Wilkes to chase, but was able to foul it off. See if he goes back to the breaking pitch here. And he does. Fouled off, though. Hanging tough is Wilkes. Big pitch in this at-bat. Count 1-2. Knuckles trying to retire Wilkes. Wilkes trying to put the Tornadoes on the board now. Hit will score 1. That's going to be fouled back. As that will miss inside. Count even now 2-2. Great 1-2 pitch, though. Tough take there if you're Wilkes, but excellent eye. 2-2 offering. Swung on, hit out at the center. McCabe will give chase. Might be over his head. But excellent speed there by McCabe as he'll pull that down just before the warning track. Tornadoes put a runner on third, but unable to push one across. We'll head to the bottom of the third inning. Score still 0-0 from Owen Fulton Field. And welcome back as we head to the bottom of the third inning. It will be the senior right fielder number 6, Andrew Lancaster, due up. Lancaster ended the year last year, hit .250, 16 starts, 14 hits, and 56 at-bats. Did have 6 runs batted in. As he'll take the first pitch low and inside. Lancaster, mentioned senior out of Danville, Virginia, went to Chatham High School, 6'1", 210. As that will be fouled back, count now even 1-1. He'll be followed up by another senior, left fielder Nick Winston. Both Lancaster and Winston electing to take advantage of the NCAA rule to return for their senior years after last year's season was cut short. 1-1 offering here to Lancaster, as that will be fouled. Lancaster getting his first start on the year as he'll pop this one up behind home plate. Catcher Burchett will give chase. He'll pull that in down the first baseline. Good play there by Burchett. Not an easy play.
12, left fielder Nick Winston.
As that will give way for the left fielder number 12, Nick Winston. Winston, senior out of Fredericksburg, Virginia, 5'8", 170. Missed most of last year with an injury as he'll step in now to face Scrivoto. That'll be hit down to the third base. Misplayed there by the third baseman. He'll fire across, but not in time as Winston does run well. Looked like it ate the third baseman up a little bit there. Hard hit ball. As that will turn over the lineup now, as that will be ruled an error on the third baseman, Lanier. Hit right at him, ate him up a little bit, but that will turn over the order now as McCabe will step back in. McCabe flew out to left field back in the bottom of the first inning as Winston will take off to second base. Throw down from Burchett will get him. As that will go down as a 2-4 caught stealing for the Tornadoes. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Excellent throw there by Burchett. Believe the count 0-1 to McCabe. That'll be taken for a ball low, 1-1, I believe. Let's see what the home plate umpire says. 0-2, or 2-0, correction. Two-0 offering to McCabe, taken for a call strike on the inside corner. Tuck due up for the Cougars if McCabe can extend the inning. Coach Fleming electing to try to get something going there with Winston in the 9-hole, but as that was swung through and missed. Don't know if Winston just got a tough jump over there. Hard getting a jump on a lefty for viewers at home, but excellent throw there, though, as I mentioned, by Burchett. Right on the money. 2-2 offering. Runs outside now. Count full, 3-2. McCabe, not a guy you want to walk here after the leadoff spot with 2 outs. Excellent speed. Probably will be in motion if he can get on. As that will be swung on and fouled back. Tuck, excellent back control out of the 2-hole, and then Hatcher due up if Tuck could get on in the 3-hole. So Coach Fleming really hoping that McCabe can get on here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Would not be surprised to see him in motion. 3-2 offering now to McCabe. Taking low outside. That's what you want if you're the Cougars now. Runner on first. 2 outs here, bottom of the 3rd inning with Tuck due up. Tuck 1 for 6 in his debut at Lynchburg. Did score 2 runs, though. 1 RBI. Excellent back control. As he'll take a fastball high. As I mentioned when McCabe was at the plate. See if he looks to get a jump here off the lefty, Scavoto. Pickoff attempt back to first. Back in plenty of time was McCabe, though. That will go down as a stolen base. Ball in the dirt there. Allow McCabe to get up, as that will actually probably go down as a wild pitch. Runner on second now. McCabe, good lead off second. 2-0 to offering to Tuck, taken for a ball. 3-0 now. Hitters count. You'd have to guess the take sign is on for Tuck now. Small lead for McCabe, as that will be taken for a call strike inside corner. 3-1 count now. To Tuck. See if Coach Fleming elects to hit and run here. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd inning. Excellent speed on second, as that will be swung on by Tuck. Hit out to second. Good job there by Harris to shuffle. He'll fire on to first. Tornadoes able to escape. Runner on second situation. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning. Tied 0-0 at Owen Fulton Field. And we'll head back to the top of the fourth inning.
Top of the fourth inning for Brevard. Number 14.
It will be the cleanup hitter, the catcher, number 14, Brett Burchett, leading off. Burchett walked back in the top of the first inning. He'll step in to face Knuckles for the second time. 4 pitches, 4 balls his first time up. See if Knuckles elects to go at him here. As that one will miss high out of the zone. One-0 offering here from Knuckles. Taken for a call strike outside corner. Knuckles has been effective so far through the first 3 innings on the outside corner. Has come inside a few times, but for the most part, electing to stay outside with his fastball, as that one will miss outside as well. Count now 2-1. 40th pitch of the afternoon here for Knuckles. After Burchett, he'll be the Burchett, He'll be the third baseman, Holden Lanier. 2-1 offering misses high. Knuckles struggling with his control a little bit here to Burchett. Three-one offer in the dirt, ball 4. Be the second walk of the afternoon for Burchett.
Coming to the plate, number 22, third baseman, Holden Lanier.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Holden Lanier. Lanier grounded out to third base back in the first inning to end the inning. See if the Tornadoes elect to play any small ball here. Lanier squaring around, or if they'll let him swing away. They do elect to let him swing away as that's hit out to dead straight on center field. McCabe ranges over to his right, pulls it in for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out.
To bat, number 11, right fielder, Christian Zell.
That'll bring up the right fielder, number 11, Christian Ezel. Ezel flew out to center field back in the top of the second inning, Shaking off the rust here. Burchett leads off first. Small lead. Call for a strike outside corner. Kind of see the game plan for the Cougars, electing to go fastball outside first 1 or 2 pitches of an at-bat, trying to get ahead. See if they go back outside. Wilson set up out there. It will be outside fastball taken for a ball. Pickoff attempt down to first base, but Burchett back in plenty of time. Looked like that might have had a chance to nip the corner if Wilson would have framed it, but electing to try to pick off Burchett down at first base. So count now 1-1. Misses for a ball on the outside corner. Opting to stick away here from Ezel. Taking for a ball in the dirt. Good stop there by Wilson, though. Really separated himself last year as a Cougars starting catcher. As for those of you at home, remember Chase McKinney, excellent defensive catcher, but that allowed Coach Fleming to put McKinney in several other positions out in the infield to gain that ability. But Wilson, applaud the effort he did last year as a freshman. Not an easy position, especially as a true freshman, to come in and command his staff, but I thought Wilson did a great job of that last year. 2-2 offering, taken for a ball outside. Correction, one of those last pitches was called for a strike on the outside corner. So now it counts 3-2 here to Ezel. Swung through and missed. Good job there by Knuckles to battle back. I'll go down as the second out of the inning. As they designated here, number 15, Logan Clark will step in. Clark struck out swinging back in the top of the second inning. I know if you're Knuckles, you'd like to record another strikeout here. Get out of this inning. See if your offense can put anything up in the bottom of the fourth. As that will be taken for a call strike outside corner. As we've mentioned, done a great job getting ahead in the count. His 50th pitch of the afternoon. We'll see how long Coach Fleming elects to have him go in this one early on in the season. 0-1 offering here to Clark. Called strike, outside corner. Looked like a breaking ball. Hard to tell from our vantage point over here, but looked like it was a slider outside corner. 0-2 offering here from Knuckles. Looks like, see if he goes back to the breaking pitch, as he'll look like a changeup low inside corner. That's going to be fouled off down the first baseline. Tuck will range over just behind first base in fair territory to pull that one in. Would have been a tough play down the line there for Spicer. He backed off after Tuck called him off, but that's the third out of the top of the fourth inning. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth when we return. Score tied 0-0 still. And welcome back to the bottom of the fourth inning. It will be the three-hole hitter, the second baseman, number 2, Brandon Hatcher. Stepping to the plate. Hatcher grounded out to second, back on the bottom of the first inning. As we mentioned, excellent debut at Lynchburg, 4 for 5. Finished the year hitting .264 last year, 14 hits and 54 at-bats. 4 runs scored, 2 RBIs, and 1 double. So it's already equaled his double count from last year. First pitch from Scavoto will be called strike for a breaking ball right down the middle. Good job there by Scavoto to get ahead in the count. Hatcher probably looking for a fastball. This is going to be fouled back out of play, quickly down 0-2. Hatcher really has developed since he got here as a true freshman. Started right away, as that will be swung through and missed for the first strike, or for the third strike. First out here in the bottom of the third inning.
Now batting, number 27.
So that will bring up the catcher, number 27, Kyle Wilson. Wilson flew out to left field back in the bottom of the second inning. As we mentioned, finished the year 200 last year. Came on late, though, at the end of the year. Was really on a roll before the season was cut short. First pitch here to Wilson. Fouled off down the first baseline. Wilkes will give chase, but he'll get back out of play. Fleming opting to put Wilson in the 4-hole. Does possess some power, though. Be taken low for a ball. As 4 of his 8 hits last year were doubles. Did drive in 3 runs on the year. 1-1 offering now to Wilson. Breaking ball, called strike, outside corner. Reminder, 2 7-inning games today. New rule put in effect this year. That will be fouled back into the net. Single games, still 9 innings, but double headers are going to be 7s this year. USA South Conference trying to speed up play a little bit for baseball. 1-2 offering here from Scavoto. Foul back. Wilson hanging tough now. Scavoto nearly almost approaching 50 pitches, sitting at 48. As I mentioned, Knuckles did hit the half-century mark last inning. One-two offering here to Wilson. Breaking ball, taken for a ball off the outside corner. Count now even 2-2. Looked like a breaking pitch that got away from Scavoto there. Trying to come back and hit the back corner. That'll be a fastball fouled off down the left field line. Wilson turned into that one, but unable to straighten it out. As we mentioned, Wilson does have some power, though. 4 doubles and 8 appearances and 8 hits last year. Can drive the gaps pretty well. Mostly a pull hitter. Likes to sit left center. Shortstop for the Tornadoes. Jucker playing a little deep here. He'll walk in as that'll be fouled back out of play. 51 pitches on the afternoon now for Scavoto. Freshman Scheider due up next. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Taken for a ball off the inside corner. Looked like a good pitch from our angle up here, but looked like the catcher, Burchett, might have misplayed that a little bit, which might have affected the call. And that's going to be swung on, hit out to left field. Allison will give chase. They'll hit off his glove just in front of the fence. That will go down as a double, though, for Wilson. Hard play there by Allison as he got turned around a couple of times, but benefit going to go, I believe, to Wilson, as that will be a double for him. You hear my colleagues up here in the press box determining that whether that was going to be a hit or an error, but siding with hit on that one as the left fielder had to go a long ways as that one nearly got out of here. Probably a matter of a couple of feet as the freshman will step in as that will be called for a strike. Timeout called here. Scheider flew out to center field back for the second out in the 2nd inning. Oh, 0-1 offering here to Scheider. As that will be hit on out to second base, pulled in by Harris. He'll bobble it, fire over to first, though, to get Wilkes. But Wilson will move up 90 feet to third base.
In the bat, number 23, designated hitter, Zeljin Jackson.
As that will bring up the freshman designated hitter on the day, number 23, Zeljin Jackson. Jackson reached on an infield single for his first collegiate hit back in the 2nd inning. Let's see if he can duplicate that effort here and put the Cougars on the board 1-0. As that'll be taken for a breaking ball off the outside corner, though. Nope, you're going to call it a strike. Late call there. Colleagues up here agreeing. Late call there. As that will be taken for a called strike low in the zone. Excellent pitch there, though, from Scavoto. Able to get in the correction. They did call the first pitch a ball. Last pitch a called strike. It looked like he signaled last minute that it was going to be a called strike because that one's going to get away. It'd be a wild pitch, but Wilson's going to cross the plate as the Cougars are going to take a 1-0 lead. That will go down as a wild pitch in the book. Bounced just in front of the plate. Burchett did his best to get a body on it, but he was able to scoot away from him. Count now 2-1 here to Jackson. That's going to be lined out to left field. Drops in front of Allison. That will be the 2nd hit of the day for Jackson. Off to a great start in his collegiate career, 2 for 2.
Stepping to the plate, number 38, first baseman, Avery Spicer.
As I'll bring up the first baseman, number 38, Avery Spicer. As I mentioned, Cougars up now 1-0. Able to take advantage of the wild pitch with Wilson on third. That'll be taken for a call strike on the inside. Jackson did take off last time in this situation. 2 outs here. See if Fleming elects to put him back in motion with Spicer at the bat. I know a lot of you at home. Pickoff attempt over here to Jackson, trying to keep him close, but a hit-and-run situation or even stolen base allows Spicer, because a little confusion out at second. You don't know sometimes if the shortstop or the second baseman is going to take it, so with a righty up, sometimes you can get some confusion as Spicer will hit this out to right field, but it's going to be pulled in. Great catch there by Christian Easel, as that will be the third out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Cougars take a 1-0 lead from Owen Foten Field. We'll be back with the top of the fifth inning when we return. And welcome back as we head to the top of the fifth inning. Averett up 1-0. As the second baseman, number 46, Noah Harris, will lead off here for the Tornadoes. He'll be followed up by Atkinson and Jucker. Knuckles returns to the mound for his fifth inning of work. 52 pitches on the afternoon. As that will miss fastball high. Like a four-seamer running away from him. 1-0 offering here from Knuckles. Taking low for a ball. Count now 2-0. 2-0 offering. Misses low in the zone. 3-0 now. As we're going to have a timeout called here as Coach Fleming wanted to come out and talk to his sophomore pitcher here. We're going to take a brief break. When we be back, we'll have the rest of the top of the fifth inning. And welcome back. Count 3-0 here to Harris. Coach Fleming called timeout there, trying to calm down his sophomore pitcher, as that one's going to miss low. There'll be a leadoff walk here for Harris. That'll give way for the center fielder, Jack Atkinson. Atkinson walked to lead off the top of the third inning. 1 of 4 walks on the day for Knuckles, to go along with 2 strikeouts. Atkinson squares around a bunt. They said he offered at him. Offered at it. Is going to be counting now 0-1. Harris leads off first. Look to see if they send him in motion. Atkinson squaring around. Small ball here. Ball in the dirt, though. Good job there by Wilson to pull that one in. Mike Victory, the head coach for the Cougars, down at third, electing to play for the Tornadoes, electing to play small ball as Atkinson squares around again. Well, that's going to be fouled back into the mid of Wilson. Count now 1-2. You'd have to expect Atkinson's probably not going to square around a bunt now with 2 strikes, but I've been surprised before. Harris leading off second, nobody out, swung on and missed. Good job there by Knuckles
Now batting number 2.
to get the first out here in the top of the 5th inning. As that will return us to the top of the order, it will be the shortstop, number 2, Jason Jucker. Stepping into the box, Jucker 0 for 2 on the day, popped up back in the first and then lined out to left in the third. Harris leads off first. See if Victory elects to send him in motion. They'll be taken for a call strike, breaking ball in the outside corner. Big spot, though, for Knuckles here as Cougars are able to take a 1-run lead in the bottom of the 5th inning. So if you're Coach Fleming here, you really want to put up a 0 here in the top of the 5th. Taken for a ball. Count now even 1-1. Something the Cougars really struggled with last year was when they did score in the bottom half of an inning, they would allow 2 or 3 runs in the top of the inning, though. But got to see that opening day as they were able to respond after getting down 2-0. Put up 5 runs in the top of the second as that one's going to miss high. Count now 2-1. 5 runs in the top of the second and 4 in the top of the third. Lynchburg mounted a comeback, though, in the bottom of the third and the 4th inning. But got to applaud the effort from the young Cougars staff as Cougars roster, as starting to build off last year's momentum late in the season as that's going to miss in the dirt. Count now 3-1. Good job there by Wilson to pull that one in. Harris leads off first, extends his lead, it's held on by Spicer. Knuckles hit out to center field. It's going to drop in front of McCabe. Harris will move up to first. That will be the first hit of the afternoon, though, for the Tornadoes.
Coming to the plate, number 7, left fielder, Zach Allison.
That will bring up the left fielder, number 7, Zach Allison. Allison 0 for 2 on the day, reached on an error back in the first inning, popped up the second in the third. Harris leads off second, held on by Hatcher. That's going to miss on the inside corner for a ball. Knuckles here really want to induce a ground ball, hopefully get a double play, get out of this inning here. And that's going to miss inside. It's going to hit Allison in the head. Hopefully he's all right as he jogs down to first base. That's going to load the bases, though.
First baseman, J.J. Wilkes.
Tornadoes threatening here. Bases loaded, 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. I will bring up the cleanup hitter, or the 3-hole hitter, first base number 23, J.J. Wilkes. So if you're the Tornadoes right now, this is the situation you want to be in. 1 out, 3 and 4 due up. Knuckles trying to get out of this one, as that will miss for a ball low inside. Forced at any bag, though, right now. Corners in for the Cougars. Shortstop to second base, double play depth, outfield normal. Called strike, breaking ball, inside corner. Evens the count now 1-1. Wilkes 0 for 2 on the day, grounded out to shortstop back in the first, and then flew out to center field back in the third. Now, if you're Wilkes, you'd like to lift one back in the air here, tie this one at 1-1. Lancaster in right does have an excellent arm for the Cougars, as that will be taken for a called strike outside corner. 70th pitch of the afternoon for Knuckles. Corners in, trying to get that force at home. It's going to be swung on, hit out to short. Tuck will dive, lays out, but no such luck. Winston will field it in left, fire home. Tornadoes will tie it up 1-1, though, on the single through the left side for Wilkes. Well, Jucker was held up at third base, as it looks like Coach Fleming's electing to go to the bullpen here. We'll see who he elects to bring in here. Going with a righty, though, it looks like. We're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we'll let you know who the new arm is. And welcome back. It will be the senior Tanner Bradshaw taking over on the mound. Bradshaw 6'4", 240 out of Goochland, Virginia, Goochland High School. Appeared in 4 games last year for the Cougars, 1.29 ERA. Was having an excellent year before it was cut short. 200 batting average in 7 innings pitched, allowed five hits, 1 earned run, struck out 1, and walked 2. So Coach Fleming electing to go with the senior right-hander here. Has pitched a lot of innings in his career. So you're looking to, I know if you're Coach Fleming, you're looking for the senior here. Hopefully induce a first pitch ground ball, get you out of this inning, get you back in. Hopefully the offense can put some runs back up on the board. But got to tip your cap to Knuckles. Got in a little bit of a trouble here in the top of the 5th inning, but not a bad debut overall, as that will be the catcher, number 14, Brett Burchett, stepping in here. Burchett 0 for 0 on the day with 2 walks. See if they elect to go at Burchett this time. Taking for a call strike outside corner. Sticking with a similar game plan, pitching away from the Tornadoes. Score knotted 1-1 here. Brevard still threatening with bases loaded, 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. Breaking ball nearly hit Burchett, but broke back inside. Jucker off third, Allison off second, and Wilkes off first here. 2 hits for the Tornadoes here in the top of the 5th inning, as they were able to break up the no-hitter from Knuckles to put a run across the board, as that's going to be swung through and missed. Count now 1-2. Let's see if Bradshaw elects to go back to the fastball, or see if he goes back to that big breaking ball. Bradshaw steps off. One-two misses outside corner. Excellent 1-2 pitch there from Bradshaw. Like it might have caught a little bit of the corner, but hard to see from my angle as a home plate umpire calls it off the outside. Evens the count now 2-2. Burchett will call timeout. He'll step out of the box. A little bit of a head game going here between Bradshaw and Burchett. Both electing to call timeout, trying to mess with momentum here. Your Bradshaw here and the Cougars, you need an out. 2-2 offering, breaking ball, call for a ball on the inside corner. 2 tough pitches on 1-2 and 2-2. Good eye there, though, by Burchett to push this to full count now. Swung on, hit over to first base. Diving stop by Spicer. He'll flip it over to Bradshaw. But the Tornadoes will push another run across the board to take a 2-1 lead.
In the bat, number 22, third baseman, Holden Lanier.
As that will bring up the third baseman now, number 22, Holden Lanier. Lanier 0 for 2 on the day, grounded out to third to end the first, and then flew out to center field back in the fourth. Tornadoes push 2 runs across here in the top of the 5th inning to take a 2-1 advantage over the Cougars. 2 outs, though. Runners first and second. Allison leads off third. Wilkes off second. First pitch here to Lanier. Called for a ball down low in the zone. 1-0 offering misses high. Pushes the count now to 2-0. Timeout called by Lanier. Offering call to strike. As that will be taken for a call strike. Count now 2-2. As that will be swung through for strike 3. That will end it here for the Tornadoes in the top of the 5th inning, but not before they push across 2 runs to take a 2-1 advantage. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning when we return.
I think being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot, just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games, so it makes it a really fun environment.
And welcome back, as it will be the senior right fielder, number 6, Andrew Lancaster, leading things off here for the Cougars in the bottom of the 5th inning. Matthew Scavoto returns back out for his 5th inning of work. First pitch now to Lancaster. Call for a ball, misses up in the zone. After Lancaster, it will be Winston and McCabe. Swung on, hit out to second base, pulled in by Harris. He'll fire across to Wilkes for the first out to retire Lancaster.
Number 12, left fielder, Nick Winston.
So that will give way now for the senior. Nick Winston reached on an error back in the 3rd inning. Got thrown out trying to steal second, though. McCabe. As that first pitch was taken for a ball low down in the zone. McCabe due up, turn to the top of the order, following Winston. That will miss the inside as well. Need the senior leader here in Winston to get on out of the 9 hole. As that'll be taken for a called strike. Has warmed up. Nearing 50 degrees here from Danville, Virginia. As that'll be hit on out to shortstop, pulled in by Jucker. He'll fire across. Good play over there by Wilkes for the second out. To retire Winston.
To the bat, number 9, center fielder Nolan McCabe.
As we'll turn over the lineup card as the center fielder number 9, Nolan McCabe. He'll head to the plate. 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out to left field to start the game for the Cougars and then walked back in the third. First pitch here to McCabe. Taken for a called strike. Looked like a breaking ball up in the zone. Runs have been hard to come by in this one. Neither team really able to put many runners on base today. As that one missed low down in the zone. Brevard able to take advantage of their 2 hits back in the top of the 5th inning to push 2 runs across. Averett scoring on a wild pitch to take a 1-0 earlier in the bottom of the 4th, but Brevard able to capitalize with 2 runs in the top of the 5th to take a 2-1 advantage. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 5th inning with McCabe at the plate. As that will be fouled back out of play. As that will be swung on and missed. 3rd out of the inning. Cougars go down in order in the bottom of the 5th inning. We head back to the top of the 6th inning. It will be Ezel, Clark, and Harris due up for the Tornadoes.
I think Averett's a special place because of the camaraderie amongst everybody. I feel like it's a lot of friendships that won't be broken throughout my life, and it gave me a chance to show my abilities in wrestling and in the classroom.
And welcome back as we head to the top of the 6th inning. He'll be the right fielder, number 11, Christian Ezel. Due up for the Tornadoes. Ezel 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to center field back in the 2nd. Struck out swinging back in the 4th. He'll face Bradshaw. Bradshaw came in last inning, recorded the final 2 outs. First pitch. Call for a strike outside corner. Oh, 0-1 offering here from Bradshaw. Called for a strike. Very similar location to the first pitch. Low outside corner, now up 0-2. See if he elects to go to the breaking ball or if they stick away with a fastball here, trying to get Ezel to chase. Wilson setting up low outside. Gonna be a fastball, runs off the plate now, 2-1. 1-2 offering here from Bradshaw. Swung on, hit out to left field. Lancaster ranges back. He'll pull that in for the first out here to retire Ezel. As that will bring up the designated hitter, Logan Clark. Clark 0 for 2 on the day, struck out back in the second, popped out the second back to end the fourth inning. One out now here for the Cougars. Top of the sixth inning, down 2-1. First pitch, swung on, hit over to third, pulled in by Scheider. He'll fire across to Spicer for the second out to retire Clark.
Stepping to the plate, number 46, second baseman, Noah Harris.
As that will bring up the second baseman, number 46, Noah Harris. Harris 0 for 1 on the afternoon, grounded out to shortstop to end the second inning, walked and came around to score back in the top of the fifth. As that will be fouled back into the catcher's mitt. Oh, 1 offering here to Harris. Fastball taken for a ball, low in the zone. Good miss though there from Bradshaw. Opting to stick low in the zone. Excuse me. Looks like Spain loosening down in the bullpen for the Cougars. Just getting in a few warm-up tosses. That's going to miss high in the zone. 2-1 now. To Harris, 2 outs here, top of the sixth inning. Cougars trying to put up a 0. 2 innings left to score runs. Trailing 2-1. 2-1 offering from Bradshaw. Fastball taken low on the outside corner for a ball. It's like Wilson was a little disappointed in either the call or himself behind home plate there. 3-1 now. Trying to avoid the 2-out walk. 3-1 miss. Misses high. That'll go down as a 2-out walk for Harris.
Coming to bat, center fielder, number 9, Jack.
As that will bring up the 9-hole hitter, Jack Atkinson, who struck out swinging back in the top of the fifth inning. First pitch here to Atkinson. Swung on, popped out behind second base. Hatcher ranges back. He'll get called off, though, by Lancaster for the third out here to retire Atkinson. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth inning. Brevard leading Averett 2-1 when we return. And welcome back. As Matthew Scavoto returns for his sixth inning of work, he'll face the second shortstop, number 3, Nate Tuck. Tuck, the 2-hole hitter for the Cougars on the day. 0 for 2, flew out the center back in the first and then grounded out the second in the third. Averett running out of time, 2 innings left now, trailing 2-1. Tuck needs to get on here. He squares around a bunt, but pulls back for a called ball. 1-0 offering here to Tuck. He'll swing on that. Popped up out behind second. Right fielder Easels range over. He'll take that in for the first out to retire Tuck.
Now batting number 2, second baseman, Brandon Hatcher.
As that will give way now for the second baseman, number 2, Brandon Hatcher. Hatcher 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to second back in the first. Struck out swinging back in the fourth. 3-hole hitter for the Cougars. Trying to get something going here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As he'll swing on, put this on over to third base. Pulled in by Lanier. He'll fire on to first for the second out to retire Hatcher.
The bat, number 27, catcher, Kyle Wilson.
As I'll bring up the catcher now, Kyle Wilson. Wilson, 1 of 2 on the day. Flew out to left field back in the second and then doubled and came around to score the Cougars' lone run back in the 4th inning. Put a charge into one back in the 4th inning as it tipped off the glove of the left fielder out there and tipped off the glove of Allison out there in left field as he takes the first pitch for a ball. But as my colleagues and I were talking up here in the press box, probably didn't miss a home run by more than a few feet on that one. Looking to maybe add 5 or 6 feet to his next swing to tie this one up 2-2. Not an easy feat to hit a ball out of Owen Fulton Field, as it ranges from probably 330 to 335 down the lines and probably 400 to 410 in center. I know if you talk to a lot of the players, if you hit one here, you deserve to keep it. 2-1 offering to Wilson. It'll be fouled off down the left field line. Count even now 2-2. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th inning. Scavoto's 2-2 offering here. Swung on by Wilson, fouled off down the first base line, but that will get back out of play. 80 pitches on the afternoon here from Scavoto. Still a lot of life left in that arm. I know if you're the Tornadoes, you'd love to see him finish this one out. 2-2 offering here. Taken for a ball down in the zone. Good job there by Wilson to push the count to full now. 3-2. Schreider due up next for the Cougars if Wilson can get on. Three-two offering to Wilson. Taken for a ball inside. Cougars in business now. 2 outs, runner on first. As Schreider will step in. 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to center back in the 2nd inning. And grounded out to the 2nd back in the 4th. See if the freshman can put a swing on a ball here. Wilson does run well for a catcher, as the saying goes. Jackson due up next if Schreider if Schreider can get on. Jackson 2 for 2 on the day, 2 hits in his collegiate debut. I know if you're Coach Fleming, you'd like to see the inning extended to get Jackson up. Pickoff attempt over to Wilson. Back in plenty of time. Pickoff attempt back over to first. Kind of a few head games going here between Wilson and Scavoto. Probably trying to keep Wilson off balance as the first pitch swung on, hit out to second base, pulled in by Harris. He'll fire across to first to retire the Cougars, the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll head to the top of the 7th when we return. Brevard leading Averett 2-1.
It helps that there's so many international students here at Averett, so hearing other people talk around campus with their accent makes it feel like you're not alone, and it feels like one big family, and I've grown so much since I came here.
And welcome back as Bradshaw will return for the 7th inning of work, took over back in the 5th inning. As the leadoff hitter, the shortstop number 2, Jason Jucker, will lead things off here for the Tornadoes in the top of the 7th inning. Top of the order, as I just mentioned, for the Tornadoes. I know if you're Coach Victory here, trying to add another insurance run here in the top of the 7th inning. That will miss low outside. And on the opposite end of things, if you're Coach Fleming, you're trying to put up a 1-2-3 inning, trying to get in there, get your offense back to the plate. 3 hits on the afternoon for the Cougars, 2 for the Tornadoes. Tornadoes taking advantage of their 2 hits, though, as that will be swung through and missed. Leading 2-1 now, following a 2-run 5th inning. For those of you just tuning in, 2 7-inning games. As that will run outside. Game 1 now in the top of the 7th inning. Game 2 set to get underway around 3:30 this afternoon. 2-1 offering, swung on, hit down to third base, pulled in by Schreider. He'll fire across the diamond for the first out to get Jucker.
Plate number 7, left fielder Zach Allison.
That will bring up the left fielder now, number 7, Zach Allison. Allison 0 for 2 on the day. Reached by an error on the first inning, as that will miss low in the zone. Popped up to second base and then was hit by a pitch back in the 5th inning. (1-0) offering here to Allison. Bradshaw trying to make quick work here of the Tornadoes, as that'll be called a strike on the inside corner. Even things up 1-1. Averett needing 2 outs to get out of the top of the 7th inning, down to its final 3 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Bradshaw's 1-1 offering. Called for a strike outside corner. Good pitch there by Bradshaw. Up now 1-2 in the count. Look to see if he elects to go back to the fastball or maybe goes to a breaking pitch here, trying to get Allison to chase. Following Allison, it will be the 3-hole hitter in Wilkes due up, as that will miss off the outside corner. Home plate umpire calling it out. Great 1-2 pitch, though, from Bradshaw. 2-2 count now. Here's the offering from Bradshaw. That'll be swung through and missed for the second out of the inning. As that will bring up the first baseman, number 23, J.J. Wilkes. Now 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Bradshaw looking to send the Tornadoes down 1-2-3 here. As that will miss low in the zone. Wilkes, one of the Tornadoes' 2 hits on the afternoon. As we've mentioned earlier in this, runs have been somewhat of a hard-to-come-by commodity in this one. As I'll be taken low in the zone for a called strike. Count even now, 1-1. Swung on, hit out to right field. Lancaster ranges over. He'll pull it in for the 3rd out. That'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Bradshaw. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Cougars down to their final 3 outs, trailing 2-1 in this one when we return. And welcome back to the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be the freshman designated hitter number 23, Zeldin Jackson, stepping in. 2 for 2 on the day. 2 of the Cougars' 3 hits. 2 for 2 in his collegiate debut. Reached on an infield single in his first hit and then singled the left field in his second plate appearance. He'll face the left-hander here for a called strike. Scavoto back out for his 7th inning of work. Coach Victory electing to send the junior back out. 0-1 offering here to Jackson. Misses low in the dirt. Count now 1-1. 85 pitches on the afternoon. So you'd have to guess if Cougars can put some runners on here, they may get to the Tornadoes bullpen. 1-1 offering to Jackson. Breaking ball, called strike. Count 1-2. Got to applaud the effort, though, of Scavoto today. Has pitched well. Let's see if Jackson can make it 3 for 3 on the afternoon. As he swings on this one, hit out to center field. Atkinson ranges over. He'll pull that in, though, for the first out to retire Jackson for the first time on the day.
Number 38, first baseman, Avery Spicer.
As that will bring up the first baseman, number 38, Avery Spicer. Spicer 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to shortstop back in the second, and then lined out to right field back in the 4th inning. Cougars down to their final 2 outs. Spicer at the plate. Lancaster due up on deck. As that one's going to run inside and hit Spicer. Looked like it might have got him off the toe. Either way, Cougars now have a runner on first. Let's see if Coach Fleming elects to go to a pinch runner here. I had to guess he probably was going to do that. As it will be number 31 coming in now. That will be Drew Rabin, freshman out of High Point, North Carolina. Two-way player, does play on the football team as well, as he'll come in now to pinch run for the Cougars. As that will bring up the right fielder now, Andrew Lancaster. Lancaster does possess the power to put one out of here. Pickoff attempt over to Rabin, but back in plenty of time. Big frame guy, Lancaster. 6'1", 210. Very compact swing if he can turn onto one here. As they stick away from him, that's going to be foul back out of play. Next pitch will be number 90 on the afternoon for Scavoto. Rabin off first. You'd have to guess they're probably not going to send him in motion here, as he is a crucial run. Pickoff attempt, though. Back in plenty of time. Coach Fleming just electing, though, to get a little bit more speed out there on the diamonds, hoping that Lancaster can put one in the gap. Maybe Rabin can come around from first, as that one's going to be swung on foul ball. I believe they're going to call that a foul ball, as Rabin will actually head back to first. 0-2 count now to Lancaster. Senior Nick Winston due up on deck. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Big at bat here for the senior Lancaster. Team trailing 2-1 in this one. If he can put a ball in the gap, Rabin probably has the speed to definitely get to third, but maybe come around and tie this one up 2-2. As that's going to miss low in the zone. Even the count's going to be 1-2 now. Excuse me. Two-1 offering here to Lancaster. Pickoff attempt over to first. Back in plenty of time was Rabin. As I mentioned, Rabin, two-sport athlete, does play football as well, electing to play baseball, though, this spring. 2-1 offering to Lancaster. Swung through, fouled back. Count still remains 2-1. Home plate umpire needs a few more balls. A lot of foul balls in this one from the Cougars. Two-one offering here from Scavoto. Timeout called, though, by Lancaster. Swung through and missed for the second out.
Now batting number 12, left fielder Nick Winston.
Scovoto jumps ahead and is able to get Lancaster for the swinging strike 3 for the second out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cougars now down to their final out as the left fielder Nick Winston steps in, another senior. Coach Fleming hoping your seniors can come through in this situation as Raven leads off first. Pitch runs outside for a ball. 94 pitches now on the afternoon for Scovoto. 1-0 pickoff attempt here. Raven back in plenty of time, though. Swung on, hit out to second base. Good job there, though, by Harris to knock that down as he was able to pick it back up, fire over to first base. For the final out here in the bottom of the 7th as the Tornadoes will hang on for their first victory of the year for the 2-1 victory over the Cougars. Averett will fall to 0-2. That'll go down as a complete game, though, for Scovoto. Got to applaud the effort there from the junior lefty as he was able to keep the Cougars to just one run on 3 hits and 1 error. Brevard 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 error. As that will conclude things here for Game 1. Game 2 set to get underway at probably 3:30. I know Coach Fleming probably going to push the game time up, so I wouldn't be surprised if we're back in action by about 3:10, 3:20, as they're going to try to get this one in before dark. Next game, as I mentioned, doubleheader, 7 innings. So that's going to do it here for the Game 1 of today's doubleheader against the Brevard College Tornadoes. Tornadoes hang on for a 2-1 victory. We'll be back with Game 2 shortly.